Hello everyone and welcome back to Destin Learning. Software containerization has revolutionized the information technology business. In this video, we're going to look at how to use Docker in software development. So let's go ahead and get started. Docker is essential in modern software development for rapid iteration, consistent deployments, and efficient scaling. Its lightweight, portable containers share the host's system kernel, making them faster and more resource efficient. Docker has transformed application development, fostering DevOps and microservices. To use Docker, you need to install Docker Desktop on your local machine. It's available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. You can download the installation packages from Docker's official website. To verify Docker installation, run the specified command to ensure that it has been installed correctly. Docker architecture includes the Docker engine, Docker images, Docker containers, and Docker file. The Docker engine manages containers. Docker images define container behavior. Docker containers run applications, and Docker file scripts create Docker images. To containerize a Node.js application, start by creating a Docker file. This file includes instructions on how to build the Docker image. Follow a basic example for a simple Node.js application. Here's an example of building and running a Docker container. To build a Docker image, use the command that creates an image named mynode-app based on the Docker file instructions. To run a Docker container, use the command that maps out port 3000 on your local machine to port 3000 inside the container. For multi-purpose container applications, use Docker Compose. In complex applications, managing multiple containers like web services, databases, and caches is essential. Docker Compose simplifies this process by enabling the definition and running of multi-container Docker applications. To start the services, use the command that builds and starts all services defined in the Docker Compose.yaml file. Docker is also useful for development environments. Here's an example of a sample Docker Compose file for setting up a web application with the database. It includes services for the web server, database configuration, and network and volume settings. Using Docker helps replicate development environments, ensuring consistency across all team members and reducing the works on my machine problem. Volume mounting allows you to mount your local container directly to a Docker container using the volumes option in the Docker Compose YAML file. This ensures that live code changes are immediately reflected within the container. Containers provide a consistent environment for testing across all development stages and CI/CD pipelines. Using Docker images, you can run tests reliably. The --rm option in the command helps keep the environment clean by removing the container after execution. Docker simplifies application development deployment by maintaining consistent environments. Deploy Docker images to registries like Docker Hub or AWS ECR and pull them to production servers. To push an image to Docker Hub, pull and run the image on another server. Docker containers communicate using Docker networks. Containers in the same network can reach each other by their service names. Creating a network is essential for this communication. Here's an example for the best practices using Docker, specifically focusing on how to connect a container to the network. To optimize Docker images, minimize their size by using lightweight base images and cleaning up unused layers. Use environment variables for configuration flexibility. Implement security best practices by updating base images and restricting permissions. Automate image building and testing using CI/CD pipelines. In summary, Docker revolutionizes software development with consistent environments, rapid iterations, and simplified deployment. Using Docker files and Docker Compose, developers create portable environments for all stages, making Docker essential for modern development. Well, that's it for this video. I hope it's given you some good ideas about how to use Docker within your software development environment. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye-bye.